Hi, my name is Jenai Lane, and I'm the founder of Spirit Coach Training. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about how to stay centered in your light during this difficult period that humanity is going through. It's really important at this time, more than ever, to turn inward and to ignite that light within. And for those of you who are listening to this, you are probably empaths, you're sensitive, you're tuned in to the collective, and you're really becoming perhaps overwhelmed by the collective fear that is so palpable, and for very good reason. However, it doesn't help us in terms of being the light and coming from love in our choices and our actions and serving. For we came here to serve at this time to be a light worker. And so it requires us to create more practices, more time, more focus to bring ourselves back to that innate light within. So I'm going to give you some support and some practices and some techniques that can help you to come to be centered in your light, to make choices from love and not from fear, and to really recognize the difference between the collective fear and your own personal fear, which are two different things. So, first of all, I want you to bring your attention to become aware that right at the center of your heart, and you can touch your heart if you wish, is this diamond. It's this pure essence of the divine, of spirit, of your light. The mystics called it the diamond within. That's what Teresa of Avila called it. And the diamond within is that part of us, that light, that brilliance, that radiance that can never be hurt, can never be destroyed, can never be changed in any way. It's always whole, intact, brilliant. And within that diamond, one can access whatever is needed in terms of peace, equanimity, compassion, unconditional love, trust, humility. These are qualities of our divinity, and they exist within us. Although they may be dormant, we may not be connected to it in this moment. So let's take a moment and connect to that. And this is the first practice I would encourage you to do throughout your day, all the time right now. We're going to connect to that divine quality of peace. Of peace. And it is one facet of this luminous, radiant diamond that when we imbue it, when we awaken it, enliven it, it begins to fill our energy, to fill our body, to fill our minds, which creates a sense of well being, also healing, a real deep healing for our physiology and our nervous system. So, this is really important to keep ourselves in this healthy state of well being and equanimity. So, as you touch your heart, we're going to use our breath and we're going to use our breath to activate that divine quality of peace, of peace. So as you take a deep breath in, you're breathing in peace and you're holding it at the top of the breath. And then when you exhale, you're releasing anything that isn't peaceful. And again, deep breath in of peace. Hold it. And exhale anything other than peace in your field. Now notice that that quality of peace within that diamond within is a ray. It's a ray. It's a frequency. It's a resonance. And that ray, perhaps you see it as a color, maybe as white or gold or whatever color comes to you. That ray is emanating through your field, out of your heart, your high spiritual heart, and into your emotional body. your physical body, your mental body, and out into the world, you start to become not only peaceful in your own being, but you extend this out to others, to your family, to your loved ones, which is very important right now. You become the calm in the center of the storm. So this is something you can continue to practice throughout your day, throughout your day. It's such a simple, simple technique to ignite that light within. Now you might find that as you're moving through your day, there's another quality that you're wanting to source for yourself, like trust, Trust is something that's really important right now because we're clearly not in control in any way of what's happening. Whether things are going terribly wrong or terribly right, we're not in control, and that's for certain. And certainly circumstances today show us that. So, trust is another innate quality of our divinity in which we can tap into and turn on, activate from the high heart, just with our intention to do so. So, we would simply touch our heart and ignite that quality by seeing it as a color, breathing in trust, holding at the top of the breath. And when we exhale, we're letting go of anything in our field that isn't trusting, isn't trustworthy, and we're letting it go. And trust begins to emanate. This is an innate divine quality that we all have. It's trust in our light, in our own truth, in our own deep innate knowing. And this is a very important quality to cultivate right now. Now, those of you who are very sensitive and empaths, you are having trouble distinguishing perhaps between your own fear and the collective fear. And that's pretty normal. It's really, really normal. And it's really important to understand that we can release and clear out the collective fear so we can hold our own fear in the light of love so it can begin to be digested and metabolized uh, in divine timing. And so, but the collective fear can overwhelm us, can create anxiety, and can actually freeze us. We go into a freeze mode, and we're not able to perhaps function optimally. So, so what I'm going to show you next is a way to distinguish between your fear and the collective fear. All right. And we're going to use an energetic technique. So close your eyes if you feel comfortable and safe. If not, you don't need to. But just know that sometimes it's easier to receive information when your eyes are closed. Good. Now, I want you to be able to discern with your eyes closed what is your fear and what is the collective fear. And how we're going to do that is at the count of 3, I'm going to ask you to see the collective fear just in your mind's eye, in your energetic field, light up as the color blue. 1, 2, 3. And just notice the blue. Notice the blue in your field. Again, sometimes we see it with our inner vision. Sometimes we feel it. We can feel a heaviness in places, but just notice how you're perceiving that energy. There's probably quite a bit of it in your energy field. I know there was in mine, and I have to continually clear it out, and that allows, it feels so, so much better. So we're going to do that now. And I want you to visualize a beautiful, beautiful golden diamond light. And this diamond light is the light of love. It is pure love, pure non-conditional love. Just see that pouring down into your field, into your body, into your head, into your heart. And notice how it just cleanses that blue. It just washes it out so easily and effortlessly, and clearing that because it's not yours. This isn't yours. It's very easy to let go of what isn't ours. And that is the good news. So just seeing all that blue cleanse and clear and just release to be recycled into the earth. And this is a real gift that we give ourselves when we can let go of what is not ours to carry. We can be aware of the collective fear, but we don't need to hold it. We don't need to hold on to it. It doesn't help us serve in the light. It contracts us, it makes us heavy, puts us into anxiety and stress. So we're just cleansing it. And notice the difference now, just as you tune in with your eyes closed. Perhaps you're just noticing the difference. Perhaps you feel more relaxed, more open. You feel more spacious, right? More spacious, because that's what we want to do. Fear contracts us, and we want to open to our light, to our innate light. Now, what do we do about our fear? So notice now, I'm going to ask you to see at the count of 3, your fear light up as the color red. This is your fear. 1, 2, 3. Good. Just perceive that. Notice it. Notice where it lives in your body or energy field. Just notice it. Just observe without judgment. We all have fear. It's part of being human. It's okay. It's normal. It's natural. Yeah. So just notice it. Notice it. Look at it with love, with compassion. Compassion for our human walk. And now we're going to allow this beautiful golden, white, and pink light. So we have a lot of compassion in there, the pink energy. And we're going to just wrap it like a blanket, kind of like we would swaddle an infant. You know how you swaddle an infant and they feel safe and held and loved, nurtured? We're going to do that with our fear. We're just going to wrap it and just hold it. We're not trying to cover it up or change it. We welcome it in the light of love. We welcome it. Because when we welcome whatever's there, our fear or anything else, in the light of love, it is transmuted. It becomes metabolized, digested into love, a return to love. So notice how you feel. Notice how your body relaxes. Notice how maybe you can breathe deeper. And notice how you can be okay with whatever is there, including your own fear. Now, these practices and techniques that I'm showing you need to be done continuously. Not just once and then forgetting about it, but really practicing it right now. We want to step up our spiritual practices right now. We want to increase them. We want to meditate. If we meditate once a day, we want to meditate 2, 3 times a day. We want to really take the time to feed our light, to nourish our light, to activate our light so that we can be beacons of love in the world. And when we are transmitting love, Adyashanti said, he said, our greatest gift is the transmission we give to others. And I'm paraphrasing there, but that's what he was conveying. And so when we're transmitting love and peace and trust and compassion, we are adding light to the world. We're helping the world and humanity to heal our deep wounds and to move into a better world, a world that has more love in it, that love that is seen and actualized. Yeah. So thank you so much for listening and for being a light worker at this time. And I intend to provide all the support I can to you during this time. So please feel free to reach out and I will be connecting with you in the light of love. You're in my prayers, and I'm sending so much love to you today. I see the God, the divine in you. Namaste.